Functional area of the cerebrum. This is the central sulcus. This sulcus is a central sulcus which separates the frontal lobe from the parietal lobe. First, frontal lobe. Frontal lobe is the most important function is the motor activity. All motor activity is controlled by the frontal lobe. This is the central sulcus. In front of central sulcus is the precentral sulcus is there, and in between that the gyrus is present, and this gyrus is known as the precentral gyrus, or is the area number 4, and which control the voluntary activity of the opposite half of the body, that is the precentral gyrus, area number 4. Superior, middle and inferior frontal gyrus separated by superior and inferior frontal sulcus. Posterior part of the superior, middle and inferior frontal gyrus is contain the area number 6, which controls the extrapyramidal system of the body. It is posterior part of the middle frontal gyrus is contain area number 6 and 8, which are useful for the also known as the frontal eye field, and which controls the horizontal conjugate movements of the eyes. That is area number frontal gyrus, which divide into 3 parts: pars orbitalis, pars triangularis and pars opercularis, which contain the area number 44 and 45 is known as the motor speech area or the Broca's area. It is known as the Broca's area, which control the spoken speech. Number 44 and 45 is known as the Broca's speech area, or that is the motor speech area, which control the spoken speech. Now the remaining large parts of the frontal gyrus or frontal lobe is known as the prefrontal area, which contain area number 9, 10, 11 and 12, which controls emotion, concentration, attention and judgment. That is the prefrontal area, area number 9, 10, 11 and 12. Central sulcus. Behind the central sulcus, postcentral sulcus is there, and in between that the postcentral gyrus is there. This postcentral gyrus contain area number 3, 1 and 2. The area number 3, 1 and 2, which are useful or maintain the functions of touch, pain, temperature and proprioceptive impulse. The main function of this parietal lobe is sensory. Parietal lobe, the main function of the parietal lobe is the sensory. Okay. Now the area number 5 and 7, which are present in between that is the sensory part and the occipital part, area number 5 and the 7, and the main function of this area is known as the stereognosis. Important function is the stereognosis, and also known as the sensory association area, that is the area number 5 and the 7. Area number 39 and 40, area number 39 and 40, which are present inferior part of the parietal lobule, and this area is known as the Wernicke's area. This area is known as the Wernicke's area, or also known as the sensory speech area, which are most important function to control the sensory speech, that is the Wernicke's area, area number 39 and the 40. Occipital lobe, which are main function is the vision. Important function is the vision. The area number 17, which are present around the calcarean sulcus, area number 17, which are used for the visual impression, area number 17. Calcarean sulcus, around the calcarean sulcus, area number 18 and 19, which are correlation of visual impulse with past memory and recognition of objects, and also the depth, that is the association vision area, area number 18 and 19 into the occipital lobe. Temporal lobe and temporal lobe is main function is the auditory or hearing. Okay. The area number 41 and 42, which are present behind the posterior part of the superior temporal gyrus and which are useful for our main function of this area of 41 and 42 is auditory impression. That is the auditory impression or primary auditory area number 4. Remaining part of the superior temporal gyrus which contain area number 22 and the correlation of this auditory impression with the past memory and identification of the sound heard. That is the area number 22, that is the remaining part of the superior temporal gyrus. This is the corpus callosum. Corpus callosum, it is the largest commissure of the brain. It connects two cerebral hemispheres with each other. It helps in the coordinating activity of the two cerebral hemispheres with each other. That is the corpus callosum. The uncus, which contain area number 28, and this is the ParaHippocampus. This ParaHippocampus contain area number 26 and 27. Area number 28, 26 and 27. These the uncus and ParaHippocampus. These are the part of the limbic system which control food habits, sex behavior and emotion. So this is all about the functional areas of the cerebrum. Thank you very much for watching this video.